It can be difficult to watch someone you love change as they grow older. Many people believe that the end of life comes suddenly, but often the body gives quiet, gentle signals months or even a year before its final stage. Most of us miss these signs because they can seem small at first. It's often only in looking back that we realize the clues were there all along. Please note, this video is intended to be a compassionate, informational guide to help families and caregivers understand the natural end-of-life process. It is not a medical diagnostic tool, and these signs can have many different causes. The goal here is not to predict, but to prepare, so we can offer the best possible comfort, dignity, and peace to our loved ones. Recognizing these signs allows us to cherish meaningful moments and make the most of the precious time we have left. If this video was valuable to you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. 1. A shift in weight and appetite. Significant, unintentional weight loss. One of the earliest signs that a person may be entering the final phase of their life is unintentional weight loss. You might notice their clothes appearing looser, or that a once hearty appetite begins to fade. It's important to understand that losing weight without trying is often a sign that the body's systems are beginning to slow down. The body may no longer be absorbing nutrients as efficiently, or the person may not be able to process protein as well, leading to muscle wasting. This loss of strength can increase the risk of falls and weaken the immune system. You may also notice significant changes in appetite. Many elderly individuals simply don't feel hungry the way they used to. This isn't just a preference, it's a physiological change. The body, sensing it is beginning to shut down, no longer signals the need for food as often. While families may want to encourage their loved one to eat more, if the weight continues to drop, it's important to recognize this as part of a natural transition. At this stage, forcing large meals is not helpful. Instead, the focus should shift to comfort, offering small, easy-to-eat foods and ensuring they stay hydrated. 2. Deep fatigue and weakness. A common change in the year leading up to the end of life is a deep, persistent fatigue that is not relieved by rest. This is more than just feeling tired. It is a profound exhaustion that can make even simple tasks, like getting out of bed or holding a conversation, feel overwhelming. This is a sign that the body is conserving its remaining energy. As organ functions begin to slow, the body prioritizes what is most essential. The heart may not pump as efficiently, and circulation weakens. This is why a person in decline may start sleeping more, needing longer naps and finding it harder to stay awake. For families, it can be painful to watch an active loved one become so withdrawn and exhausted. It's natural to want to encourage them to push through it. But the reality is that forcing activity is not helpful at this stage. What matters most is understanding their limits, allowing them to rest when needed, and making their remaining days as comfortable as possible. This is a time to cherish quiet conversations. Create moments of peace and support them without expectation. 3. Increased confusion or emotional withdrawal. Cognitive changes or withdrawal. As a person approaches their final stage, you may notice changes in how they think and communicate. Someone who was once sharp may start to forget things more often, struggle to follow conversations, or seem disoriented. This is not just everyday forgetfulness. The brain requires a steady flow of oxygen to function. As circulation weakens, cognitive function can start to decline. A person may become easily confused or have difficulty making decisions. Another common sign is emotional withdrawal. They may speak less, lose interest in social interactions, or spend long periods in silence. It's not that they no longer care about their loved ones. It's that their brain is no longer processing engagement in the same way. Conversations can become tiring, and loud environments can feel overwhelming. Many will retreat into their own world. For family members, this can feel like you are losing them before they are truly gone. It's important to remember this is not something they can control. The best thing you can do is meet them where they are. Speak gently, offer reassurance, and understand that even if they don't always respond, they can still feel your loving presence. 4. Frequent infections and slow healing. A weakened immune system. As the body begins to wind down, one of the clearest physical signs is a weakened immune system. You might notice that someone who was rarely sick before now seems to catch infections frequently. Minor illnesses can take much longer to recover from, and simple wounds like a cut or bruise heal at a noticeably slower rate. This isn't random. It's a sign that the body is losing its ability to defend and repair itself. Recurring infections like pneumonia or UTIs become more common. Even antibiotics may seem less effective. Another sign is how wounds heal. If you notice that small scratches or sores are not healing properly, it could mean that circulation is compromised. Poor blood flow prevents oxygen and nutrients from reaching the skin efficiently. For seniors, a sudden decline in mental alertness is often the first warning sign of an infection, even before a fever appears. At a certain point, the focus often shifts from curing these infections to simply providing comfort, ensuring they stay hydrated, keeping their skin clean, and minimizing stress on the body. 5. Shifts in breathing and circulation. Changes in breathing and circulation. One of the most telling signs that the body is preparing for its final stage is a noticeable change in breathing patterns and circulation. You may notice your loved one breathes more slowly or shallowly. At times, they might pause between breaths, or their breathing might become irregular. Another common sign is weakened circulation. You may notice that their hands and feet feel cold to the touch. Their skin may appear pale or have a bluish mottled appearance. This happens because the body is prioritizing blood flow to the vital organs and reducing circulation to the extremities. It is a clear indication that the heart is not pumping as strongly as before. Some people also experience more shortness of breath, even with minimal movement. Fluid buildup in the lungs can make breathing more difficult, which can cause a persistent cough or gurgling sounds. This can make lying flat uncomfortable, and they may prefer to sleep propped up on pillows. For families, seeing these changes can be frightening, but in many cases, this is simply the body's natural way of slowing down. There may not be a way to reverse these changes, but there are ways to make them more comfortable. Keeping the room cool or using a humidifier can help. The focus shifts entirely toward providing comfort and peace. As we conclude, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed. Significant weight loss, extreme fatigue, cognitive decline, frequent infections, and changes in breathing and circulation. These are 5 common signs that the body is preparing for its final transition. For many families, these changes can be difficult to accept. It's natural to want to fight against them. But sometimes, the most loving thing we can do is to listen to what our loved one's body is telling us. Instead of focusing on reversing the inevitable, we can focus on making their remaining time as peaceful, comfortable, and meaningful as possible. Understanding these signs isn't about fearing what's to come. It's about being better prepared to offer love and support. It's a time for cherishing moments, sharing stories, and letting them know they are valued and not alone. If you are noticing these signs in someone close to you, please remember to be patient and compassionate, both with them and with yourself. Navigating this journey is one of the most difficult things a family can go through. This is a space for support. If you feel comfortable, please share any words of encouragement or wisdom for other families in the comments below. Your kindness can be a great comfort to someone else on this path. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content created with care and respect. Thank you for being here today.